Hi, this is Cole from Printer. Sorry if I come over a bit bunged up because I've just got cold. But anyway, this is the assemble of the extruder part of the Lautr3k 3D printer without belts build. Okay, you need these three parts of the extruder that you'll find on a link underneath this video. You'll need this part. I don't know quite how to pronounce this. This is a mini Hydra V2.0 5mm shaft. Obviously that's the hole to hold the part on the actual on a stepper motor. Okay, you'll find this on the parts list on OpenBuild's website, which obviously there will be a link as well. What I will say though is if you buy it from the website that's actually on the list, the grub screw comes with a 5mm length grub screw. I'd advise you to source or actually contact them and ask for a 3mm grub screw. That'll come. The reason for that will come apparent later on. I'll explain why. Other bits that you have to sort out before you start assembling it is you need 3 M3 30mm long screws. Also get yourself a 40mm M3 as well, and cut it down to just under, or with the tip, 35mm. My one's probably a little bit longer. No, it's 35mm long. Reason for that is the design of this extruder. There's a certain part that needs the idler. This screw will hold the idler, allowing a bit of looseness. Okay, so you just get a 40mm screw and just cut it to the length that you like. Okay, also get yourself a small 3mm bolt and nut and bolt, and that is to go into the idler as well. This one's 25mm long. I'd advise you to go to 20 because again, once this is assembled, it slightly over covers the hole, which might cause trouble later on. Then again, it may not. But okay, so we're going to oh yep, another thing, in the idler you need also to place one of the mini wheels bearings. Actually fit that in, and how you do that is you get yourself an M5 bolt and you cut a length off of it at 12.5mm in length. So obviously measure that up, mark it up on a bolt and hex it off, and then get one of your mini wheel bearings. I can't actually remember what the size of they are at the moment. I'll put that in the link below as well. Anyway, and you also need 2 of those millimeter washers or spacers either side of the bearing, and obviously that all goes onto the length of the bolt that you've cut off and then squashed in to your idler, so the bearing can move fairly freely. Once that's assembled, then we're ready to continue to assemble the extruder. Okay, also this extruder is designed to hold a J-head hot end. I'm hoping the guy that designed this is taking order of a E3D version 5 hot end, which at the moment I love. It's an all metal hot end, does high temperatures. I mean, the things that this hot end can't do is not even worth writing about. So I'm hoping he's going to change just slightly the grooves to hold an E3D hot end rather than a J-head, because I'm not a fan of a J-head. But for the time being, we're going to use this just to show you how to assemble it, and obviously once they do the upgrades then you can change that yourself. Okay, so obviously you need a NEMA 17 stepper motor. Okay, once we've got all these parts, then we're ready to attempt the assemble. Okay, so pretty straightforward. We will stick this main part, the main body part, over on your NEMA stepper motor. Okay, and then we take this part, the part that will draw in the filament. Okay, with your 3mm grub screw in it rather than the 5. The reason for that is, once you sit this on the stepper motor, the grub screw will hit this part of the main body of the print, which is obviously no good. You don't want it to be able to move freely and just concentrate on its main power, not fighting with the print, but with actually pulling in the filament. So just for the time being, we're just gonna tighten it up enough just so it holds, and we'll line all that up later on. Okay, so next step, take the J head, plonk that in, and then you get this flange side of things and place that on top of there. Okay, you take one of your 30mm long bolts, and we're just going to slide it into the flange part, into the main body, and into the stepper motor holes. Let's just find the right Allen key. Where are you hiding? Oh no, it's just screwing it. We'll screw it in. All the way down until you can feel it biting on the stepper motor. Okay, that's nice. Then the other two M30s, one on the top end of the main body and also the bottom corner of the flange into the main body. Just screw around just like before. like so, and then obviously this last bit. Okay, right, now take your idler. Now, then take your small M3 with the nut. Take the nut off and place it. Obviously the hexagon shape for the nut. Place that in there. Put your M3 bolt through the nut like so. Just spin it through a little bit, not all the way through. Okay, now take the idler and place it on in between this flange bit and the main body until all the lines line up. Okay, like so. Now take the bolt that you've cut down to 35mm and place that into there, through the flange part, the idler, then through to the main body, and then finally into the stepper motor. There we go. So as you can see, you've got the teeth bit on the actual stepper motor. Don't ask me to try and pronounce that, especially with a cold. All pretty much lined up with the bearing. This bolt here is just to obviously pull the bearing towards the grabbing part, just so it can bite and hold the filament as it goes through nice and firmly, and push it into your hot end. That all looks pretty lined up to me at the moment. Obviously any messing around that we need to do later we can do as the build is complete, but for the time being that is your extruder part all assembled. Okay, thanks you guys, bye.